I'm that chick that you should be lucky to get with. No hit and run with this. I'm doing it up all over the world. I'm getting real love all over the world.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Toy Stories, and this is who we got?
Yo, it's clever. 6 letters is nothing better. I ain't gonna put on that radio voice, so they say. But yeah, we back. We back.
So tonight we are going to be talking about support, our support system, supporting cast.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I see you.
So, Mr. Clever, what does support mean to you?
Miss Toy, what support means to me? Moi? Means a number of things. SUPPOR. You talking about that song?
Yeah, no, boy.
No, some real stuff. Support is it's very important. It's I think it's imperative, like in anybody's relationship, personal relationship, friendship, family. I mean, you just need it all across the board. You know what I'm saying? No matter what venture or avenue you choose, everybody needs some level of support. And when there is a lack of support, it just makes things so much more difficult. Not saying you can't get things done, but I mean the journey and the obstacles and things you got to do just to achieve a certain goal without support, it gets very difficult,
So what does support look like to you?
Shiny and a nice big box. Let me stop. What does it look like to me?
Yeah, what does support look like?
It looks like, that's a good question. I need to be able to feel it and embrace it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, somebody not only just reaching out, supporting all different aspects, verbally, the physical aspect, just being there goes much deeper than maybe on a spiritual, intellectual level. All the aspects of it, I think it needs to be embodied for support. Mm-hmm. Not one person doesn't need to encompass all those things all together, but if you can get a mixture of that across the board, I mean, you're good. How about you? What do you feel?
I think emotional support for me is good. I need to have, I need to be supported emotionally.
Oh, we live, y'all. Got one viewer. There we go. Yeah, we live, y'all. Tune in. LB C.L.E.A.R podcast. So,
yeah.
See, that's support right there.
Who is that?
I don't know. Who is this? Miss Lakeisha?
Hi, cousin.
What's buzzing, cousin? Yeah, that's support. We talking about support live in
Miami.
Hey, all the way.
Dade County.
Hey, 305. You heard me?
I so love her.
Right. So what is support?
Support to me, I need to be supported emotionally. I think to me that's the biggest thing. For me, I need to know that family, friends, whoever have, got my back, looking out for me and everything, and making sure that I'm good. I think probably since my mom passed, I think that emotional support for me is, has heightened a lot. Making sure that I'm well, I'm good.
Right.
I think people.
So was your mom your only support system? You're saying on the emotional aspect?
I think she was the biggest person in my life, supporting me, in regards to that. I mean, I definitely have other family members who support, but, a mom's support is just different,
Right.
So, yeah, I definitely think that, like during, like, the services and stuff like that, people bring cards and food and, money and all that kind of stuff. But it's after the fact, you're like, where's the money? I'm not really concerned about that. I really need you to call and check up on me and see if I'm okay, after the fact.
Right.
So emotional is big for me. Yeah.
Okay. So, but emotional has always been a big factor. Prior to your mom passing, has that always been a big thing, or is more apparent and relative now that she's gone that support?
I think it's more so after she passed. I think it's always been an issue for me to have that. I think it, like I said, it heightened after she passed because I felt like I needed it more. You know what I mean? Because the person who was
Right.
checking on me is no longer available to check on me. So, yeah.
Okay.
So support, it's just, I don't know. I think that we all need it. I think we all need it to survive, and sometimes we kind of act like we don't. But at the end of the day, I think that is, like you said, is imperative. We have to have it.
That's right.
And with family and, friends, we need that. So how with your movement, with your music and entertainment, how does your family support?
In regards to family, they always kind of been in my corner and back. I am blessed and fortunate to have that level of support. Um, you know, pops, been pushing throughout the way. I come from a musically inclined and a go-getter, a grinding family, so that's kind of in the bloodline and nature. So, when somebody's making a move or doing something, we pushing for them to succeed. So we checking in with them and vice versa. And like I said, as far as the family support, uh, internally or within, the core of the family, as far as parents, they support, and I guess you specified the question as far as music entertainment. They've been there pushing me, giving me ideas, and even when I feel like, even to this present moment, like, man, I'm gonna fall back, it's not what I want to do, or I don't have the drive and inspiration to keep pushing, pops or will encourage me, somebody want to hear it, yo. So
Right,
there's a
right.
market for any and everything. Just because somebody's not connecting to it now doesn't mean that somebody is not a market or ear that wants to hear it. You know what I'm saying? He always tell me I'm kind of ahead of my time, anyways. Not to, I guess, gas me, but some of the stuff that I do and talk about may not be as commercialized today, but down the line, and somebody who is going through something might can relate and understand.
And definitely appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah.
Or, my sister or brother might play an old joint I had and, bring back that feeling when I was in that zone and what I was going through when I was recording the music at the time. And I'm like, yo, yeah, that was a good time. That was a good track.
Right.
I appreciate you. You ain't had to let me know you was on the treadmill rocking out to this joint, but, I appreciate it. And it's so, but as far as the business moves, I get that level of support. Sometimes I think we all want so much more out of people, or that whole expectation. We expect so much more from someone, and when we don't get it, it's like, we feel some type of way. It's like, but we all live, pretty busy and eventful lives, so we can't be such and such or this to everybody, you know what I'm saying, all the time, you know what I'm saying? But what
So if
about
your family
you?
doesn't listen, you feel some kind of way? Or like if your family didn't support you, would you feel some kind of way?
Just any and everything I got going on?
Well, just like what the biggest thing that's in your life. So the biggest thing, let's just say the biggest thing right now, business-wise, is your music. So if your family didn't support your music, would you feel some kind of way?
I guess it's all how I presented it. Like, for the most part, I put stuff out there, but I still have a balance of on a business and an artist aspect. I understand the level of exposure and marketing, but I still kind of keep a private life. So if I'm not kind of publicizing or saying what I have going on, then the support can only go this far. So
Right.
I can't really feel no type of way if I got something new dropped out and nobody really knows about it, or I got this business venture I'm working on and I haven't really shared it, but then I look for support. Or if I have put it out there and I'm not maybe consistent with either whatever avenue I'm going, they can only support thus far. So I can't really feel no type of
Yeah.
way. If I'm consistently, I got this going on, I'm here, I'm there, no one's inquiring or, showing that level of support, then, you could feel some type of way. But I think it's my efforts. How strong am I going in that regard? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I think people only respect your stuff as much as you respect it.
Right.
Yeah.
And and another thing is, I had to learn this a while back too. People only take you serious as much as you take yourself serious.
Right.
So when you want things to change and be quote unquote about your business, you need to really show that you're about your business. And I
Right.
think it first starts with truly investing in yourself. The more you pour and pour and pour and invest in yourself, I mean, eventually you'll see the fruits of your labor, and people will take heed and notice. No matter how bad they may want to hate or despise what you got going
They gotta
on,
respect it.
you can't knock the hustle, man. You gotta
Right.
respect the results. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think that's real. How
Yeah.
you feel as far as, you know, your support system, your family, your friends, you know what I'm saying, your man, whoever. How do you feel the level of support in your circle is received or put out for you?
I think that I have a pretty good support system. I think that I don't know, my supporting cast is pretty good, especially when it comes to the to the podcast and everything. This was something that I said I wanted to do before,
Right.
so I finally stepped out and did it. So I'm grateful because there are times when I think whatever you have going on where you just feel like, you know what, maybe I don't want to do this anymore, or it's not working out, and maybe you down in the dumps, and so you need that support system to help you get back right, to
Right.
encourage you and remind you of why you said you wanted to do it in the first place. Because I think
right.
sometimes we forget why we said we wanted to do it anyway, so we need that reminder. So I'm
Right,
grateful.
right.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
I'm a little parched, man. You ain't backwashed, did you? Sip on this joint. Let's squig of this thing you heard.
Nasty. I was sick too.
Ew. Room temperature? Never keep no cold water, dude.
Anyways,
We back.
I'm grateful for my support system when it comes to family in the podcast. I think I have a pretty good support system for the most part. When it comes to my siblings, I'm gonna say shout out to Phil because basically Phil is the only one that's supporting me. So,
Talk about it.
So-
What up, Phil?
so I love my brother. So not only does he listen, he has his friends listen. So when it comes to that, like my
So you say your family,
my immediate family.
Yeah, I know your fam. So you got a couple brothers, you got a sister, you got
Yeah.
a pops,
Yeah.
and then you got the extended family, your cousins and everything.
Right.
From what I know of the movement, what's going on, I see some cousins online right now. Still, hey
That's
yo,
nobody.
hey no, what's up, Scotia? I see you, girl. You live now. Everybody love that phrase. We live, baby. We live. I see you.
From the A.
Hey, talk to him. But yeah. From what I know, I don't feel like you get too much support from the media. There's some of the extended that is showing love and stuff. I don't know if it's just your outer hard protective shell where you just like to just be rough and tough. But does that ever get to you, bother you, feel some type of way, or
That they don't support.
yeah, like they're not as engaged to what you got going on?
So with my immediate family, so I think the dynamics is a little different. So I have two brothers and a sister, and they we all have the same father. So we weren't raised together. So our relationship began to cultivate our relationship as we got older.
Right.
So there's a little difference, and you had to do a lot of work to make our relationship what they are today,
Okay.
and lack thereof. So with that being said, I guess I look at my cousins more as my siblings in a sense. So for that, I look for them to support me a little bit more. You know what I mean? So I don't feel some type of way that my sister, I don't feel some type of way that she doesn't support me. My brother, I get on him about supporting me from time to time. But when it comes to other people, like in my family, my first cousins, yeah. I'm like, y'all need to be up on this. I mean, they listen, like when I send them the link.
So you
But
do
people
feel
are
some type of way, though, right?
People are lazy anyway, so
Right.
it's only when I send them the link is when they listen. But
But why is it like that? Is it because not only I'm just not coming at you or so, but in general,
don't come
like,
for me.
hey,
You already
hey,
don't.
I might have to come for me. Somebody, look, hey, follower, somebody say, yo, after these past couple episodes, you need to go back. You heard me? Should I get her?
Don't come
Let
for
me see,
me.
what y'all talking about anyways? We live. I see you, girl. All right. Nah, but I don't know. So we in a day and in time that controversy sells.
Right.
Drama, all the BS that's out here is popping. So if it ain't world star worthy or,
Right.
the talk of the town, people are really not interested. So
Right.
you let them know you got something going on.
That's positive.
Positive, it's moving,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
You're proud of it.
Yeah.
Bam. You don't really see that support, but people be quick to share something that is really irrelevant to what they got going on. No relationship, no ties to what they got going on. But
Let me
yo,
give you an
check this out.
example.
You got an example?
Be quiet.
We
So-
live, baby. We live now.
Let me give you an example. I can send out, and I'm not going to put nobody on Front Street, but I can send out the link to the podcast.
All right.
They'll be like, oh, shoot, did you see that one where so-and-so was fighting? What?
Right.
What do that?
Right.
Check out my stuff.
Right.
Okay?
Same as an artist. Several times, yo. I got this track, and I'm confident in what I do, my music and stuff. Yo, listen to this. Dude could have went on the same beat. You know what I'm saying, for the freestyle. Hey, yo, you heard his joint? Yeah, it was straight. No hate. He did his thing, but check my joint out. And, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Or it's the thing, and I don't think it's so much, it could be a level of hate or whatever, but it's like just the lack of support. But people are so quick to let you know what they got going on in their world, and they want you to hop on quick. So there's no balance.
So, even with families, so they may have a business venture coming out,
Talk to
but
me.
they want me to support them on their business venture. But I think we don't do enough of that. We don't do enough supporting of each other because we're so busy, you know what I mean, being selfish and trying to make sure that we gain in, and we forget about other people. And I feel like if you pay it forward, you know what I mean, like. An example for podcasts. Like, it's good for me to network with different people who have podcasts and support them in their endeavors. And hopefully there's some reciprocity, you know what I'm saying, at the end. Instead of, no, support me and flooding their, inbox and sending them all these links. Let me support what they got going
Exactly.
on. But I just feel like we are so selfish.
And I was about to say that. We are so mad self-consumed because it's
Yeah.
like we got something going on. We need the whole world to stop and check out what we got going on.
Right. Like, yo, stop what you're doing.
Yeah. and it's all about that, reaping and sowing aspect, you know what I'm saying, planting the right seeds. What you give out, you get back, that whole karma aspect. So if I continue to like, support, show love, eventually it'll come back to me. But I think, in this day and time, this Insta world, what's up, Instagram? I see y'all still checking in. If we don't instantly get that response we're looking for, that gratification, we feel some type of way. So it slows down our support and our love when the reality is
because I think, in all honesty, we'd be like, oh.
Be honest now. Hey,
let's be clear.
Hey, yo, talk about it. Let's be clear now. Lie.
So if I send you something,
All
okay,
right.
and you don't support me, then, you know what I mean? Then I'm like, you know what? He better not send me nothing else because I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to support it. I'm just ignore it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then that's the game that we play.
Right.
Why? You know what I mean? It's so selfish.
It is.
Right. So we get nowhere. No one's supporting each other, so then we're not getting ahead.
Do you think it's just a cultural thing? Or just everybody in general?
I don't know, but it's definitely in our black community.
Yeah,
I can't really speak
right. I mean,
on nobody else, but
that whole crab in the barrel mentality, that shit is real,
I mean,
right?
just think about it. We are quick to support outside of our race when it comes to just any type of business endeavor anyways, when it comes to just services. Like, oh, you need a plumber, you need somebody to paint. We ain't calling Jenkins and them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We will outsource somebody else before we utilize our own.
Right,
So,
that's real.
Right, and that can get deeper in regards to, work ethics or whatever, but we just...
How we feel the quality of service is going to be received and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
We just really don't support our own. You know what I mean? And it just goes on and on and on, so...
I think that is a little deeper. I mean, it's definitely something rooted why we just naturally don't support, but then everybody wants to...
It's a little bit of hate in us.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of hate, I feel like, in all of us because there is no reason. And for me, I'm thinking, like, with the whole podcast thing is that
So hold on.
it's positive.
Were you jealous or were you just hating? Hey, this sound familiar, y'all? Now, because it sounds like hate to me. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all check out that episode 18. We just running it back. You heard me? Yes, sir.
But
Talk to me.
Still, I just feel like we just really need to try to support our own people.
Right.
like, and I don't mean just in our race, but in regards to whatever it is that we're doing. We have a podcast. Support other people who do podcasts. If we in the rap game or whatever it is, just
Show
support
love.
people that's in your little network or your community. Because I think, like you said, you got to pay it forward. You show love. The thought is you will get love back.
And I think the challenge is like that whole Insta attitude. We just want it now. And the reality of it is, I've heard this from artists, in the music scene. Like, you really got to pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? Just get out there, do some things that are free. Just get out there. Like, go to let's say a local venue. Go to a local venue, pay the money for their show, buy some merch, rock out, support them, get their music, download, do what you got to do, and it don't got nothing to do with you. Don't even promote yourself. Just show some love. You know what I'm saying? Do that for a while. Just be genuine with it, and it'll come
and not
back.
have a hidden agenda.
Right.
Yeah.
Ulterior motive. We all. And it seems like it's always that mode. You know what I'm saying? And I think the real will recognize that and just respect it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And same with businesses. You know what I'm saying? If I got a business going on, I got let's say I'm selling T-shirts or merchandise, and I don't know what it is. It seems like the homies, family, everybody just wants that hookup, that discount, that handout. You know what I'm saying? Where if you really truly about,
but why I got to give you a hookup?
Because I know you, and we've been friends for a while.
So?
We go back since brown paper bag lunches and Ziploc bags. You know what I'm saying? And Lunchables.
I don't know nothing about that.
And Squeeze-Its. You remember Squeeze-Its? Pop the top. You know what I'm saying? Them things was good. And Zebra
you mean
cakes.
The Kool-Aid things? Is that what you're talking about? What's Squeeze-Its?
Squeeze-Its. You know what I'm saying? Used to, they would like the Kool-Aid things, but they had the Squeeze-It joints. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't have that.
Oh, man.
You went to a ghetto school.
Nah, I was privileged. You know what I'm saying? Black privilege.
Yeah,
I was black privilege, y'all. Shout outs to y'all. We see it. We live, baby.
No.
Nah.
I don't remember that.
Nah, anyways, but, kind of, made me lose my train of thought. What was I just...
That's what you get for talking about some daggone Squeeze-Its.
Squeezes and zebra cakes, oatmeal pie.
But we were talking
man,
about hookups. Everybody feel like they deserve a hookup, but why do I need to hook you up? Just because I know you?
Right. And I think the more you grow within yourself, within your business, the level of maturity there, you'll realize that I put a lot of blood, sweat, tears, time, energy into my craft, to this business, and I'm not about to let nobody else just get over and just, take advantage of me or the situation at hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're not going over to Christopher or Bethany or any of those guys saying, hey, can I get a free smoothie? You know what I'm saying? Anything like that. But, oh boy, yeah, man, he cool dude. He gonna look out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our mentality for everything. So I think the real support is purchase this.
But you know what? I think also when you have a business, you need to take your business seriously.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I have a business and I make it legit, you know what I'm saying? And I have business cards and, hey, look me up. Look me up on the Better Business Bureau. I'm there.
A license, LLC, all that.
And I'm branded. Yeah. So if that's the case, then you need to treat me accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people just they got this little hustle and they call it a business and they feel like people really gonna respect it. And maybe somebody ain't gonna respect the T-shirts out your car or the CDs out your car. You know what I'm saying?
That's so real. I think how you carry yourself, how you move, that's gonna be the perception.
Yeah.
So if
I'm like, this ain't no real business, boy. Let me get 2 for $20.
Right. If I'm out here washing cars in a sedan and I got my buckets in the back in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Some equipment everywhere. And I'm like, nah, $100 for a full wash. Like, what?
Right.
Like,
yeah, right.
Please, yo.
But if your name is on the side of your vehicle, and you passing out business cards and you gave me a different type of price, I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. Or you really invested in your craft. You got official UV coated, and I know this, like 14 stock, 16 point stock UV coated flyers and official website, email address, and it looks legit, opposed to me getting on Microsoft Word and hitting up the word art and just printing you out a flyer with just a solid color and a big ass phone number on the front, like, yo, call this joint at me, then you know what I'm saying.
Right.
It's really how you carry yourself. So I guess like goes back to what we said earlier. The more you start taking yourself serious, others will.
Like even with the whole podcast, like the truth is we could record a podcast from our cell phones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So initially when we put thought into it, when we sat down, I felt like, you know what, we should get a real good quality type sound if we're gonna do it. We should do a studio. Did the whole studio thing, and then I'm like, you know what? We should get some professional pictures done.
Right.
I mean, it's great. There's a mixture of both because you can definitely take cell phone pics, but at the same time, you want to put out your best quality. You know, so people just look at you differently. So, for example, when people heard the first time, they were like, "Oh, it sounded like y'all was in some type of studio or something." But I think that's the look that I was going for. You know what I
Right.
mean? I wanted to try to do top notch because I wanted people to realize that I was serious about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Opposed to just
Can you
get some.
pause this Instagram thing?
Yeah.
Can it be paused? Hold on
Pause,
for.
end it, something.
No, I don't need to end it. I need to pause it for a second.
What you got to do, man? What you got to do?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you got some messages, huh? Yeah. Everybody checking in. What was I about to say? Oh, like you go ahead and get what was I about to say?
Oh, he messing up on airtime. Come on now, Aaron.
No, damn, it's been a long day. What did you just say? Who was talking about that before you got interrupted with your?
Oh, I
with your-
apologize.
Oh no, I thought I got it back now. The whole train of thought.
I don't put you out there on Front Street. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Clever.
Hey, 6 letters. Nah. No, the whole aspect of like if y'all got some just regular software, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't spend no money on it.
Right.
You know, just and now you want to record something. You know, anybody can just download something from a shared drive or whatever. And now you got some software,
Right.
and you get a little old computer mic or just plug something in, and now you want to record. Nobody's gonna take you serious. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
your
'cause the
quality-
sound is not
The
even
sound is
right.
some crap. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And now you're trying to put this out, yo. This is my movie. This guy going on. You look like every other cat out there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
You know, it's the same thing like you know, when people used to sell CDs, and then people come and they have CDs and they're like,
Yo, shout out to Merciless, man. I appreciate you rocking in, man. You're going to be a future guest on the LB Clear Show. We see you, bro. We see you.
So say, remember back in the day, people used to sell CDs out their car?
Right,
Well,
right.
maybe not even back in the day.
Right.
And then people used to put like those labels, those just white labels on
Right,
top.
right.
I don't care.
You're
about
not
that.
buying it?
Yeah, no, I don't
right.
care. Yeah, I went to a listening party last year, and this dude was passing out those CDs.
Right. How many you buy?
I didn't buy anything.
Oh, so you were nigging. You why you ain't support the
I
movement,
can't,
man?
You know why I can't support it? Because you ain't even support it. You ain't even make it pretty for me. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have love in this thing. You know what I'm saying? You just treated it like it was nothing. You just gonna give me some CD. You ain't
So
even
now
have the
your
decency
music
to
is like
write the
nothing.
words down. He just put
Just a white label.
a white label and whatever.
How this mixtape out? Funk Flex co-signed this joint, right?
He was like,
Check
"Let me know
out.
if you like it."
Right.
You don't even. Where is the information to let you know?
So did that CD then turn into a coaster?
That CD came in as
Coffee
a dustpan.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. I'd have got my frisbee on with it.
But you see what I'm saying? I can't take him seriously
That's
because he
real.
didn't take himself seriously. So why do you want me to support your stuff? Why
That's
would I do
real.
that? It makes no sense to me. I'm not supporting something that I
So-
feel like you don't even support.
So once again, there's levels to this, right?
There's levels to
All
this.
to life in general, right? So there's levels to it. So he lacked a lot of professionalism, and you couldn't just buy into it because you didn't see it, right?
Right. I couldn't. I just couldn't get with him because I'm like, it makes no sense to me. I don't want to support it because I feel like it's a joke.
Right.
You know. So,
All right, that's real. So you got to start.
I mean,
taking
when you
yourself
did
more
when you did your stuff, did you make your package pretty? How
So-
did you present it?
So one thing about me, and I had to, I learned this way back when. I'm big on quality. You know what I'm saying, on all aspects. So especially when it came to the music, I knew presentation was everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. So I took the time out to, I used to see the cats with the disc and the CDs in just a regular envelope, and they pass them out like you said. Like that shit is like not professional, doesn't look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I took the time out to get good printed quality pictures of myself first and foremost, and that cost money. Had to invest in that. Go to a nice print shop. You know what I'm saying? And I utilize one of the digital marketing tools to produce a large quantity of them. So I had a front and back album cover case with the CD label. So the whole presentation package just looked like, wow. Even if the music is trash, it looks good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how you just want to sell yourself. You want to make sure that you sell yourself in the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? You give yourself a chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think I got a good feedback just off the strength of that. It's like, wow, this joint looks good. It's dope. You know what I'm saying?
But you felt good about it.
Right.
Yeah. So you were confident when you were even giving it to people. If you're going to market yourself, why don't you market yourself in the best light possible?
Right.
As opposed to, giving out some trash. I mean, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's real. So support is big.
It is big. So what about support from your significant other? Do you feel like that's necessary? Do you feel like, so you do music and I'll just put you out there, in media work. So if your significant other didn't support it?
So I just had a talk with my dude, Merciless, and shout outs to him on the gram. Y'all see you out there holding it down, representing. We had a quick discussion about support from the significant other. You know what I'm saying? Girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband. You need that. Like if I tell you I have something going on, and if it's positive or if it's good or if it can be beneficial to both parties or it's something passionate that you have going on, why wouldn't you want to embrace that? Like if you really rock with me, you know what I'm saying? You would show love and support that. In the event that you don't, it makes me look at you otherwise. You know, it's like,
especially if this is important to you.
Right. Like if you are passionate about it, something you taking serious, you taking weekly time out of your schedule to do so, money invested in, and somebody's still not showing you love. Hold on, we got a little
technical difficulties
on this live thing. We're going live. We're going to end it, but we're going to come right back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to save that thing. Hey, I still see it. We still live over here, right? Hey, yo. We're just going to restart that. But back to what I'm saying, because we still got the video rolling. You got to get that support. You know what I'm saying? If you care about me and you rock with me, I need that level of support. If I'm confiding to you on a daily basis, I'm sharing you dreams, goals, aspirations, I will and will be able to reach a certain level on my own. Well, imagine how much further I can go with that level of support. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who is pushing me. Because there's going to be times where I don't feel like doing it or I'm like drained, tired, and I don't want to rock on. But you still pushing me forward to achieve these moves and goals. Like, that's everything. You know what I'm saying? So in the event that someone says, you know what? I'm good. I don't need their support. You know, I'm glad that they don't support me. Like, what the fuck? Like, who says that? That's wild. You know what I'm saying? Nobody real is saying that to you. And if they are saying that to you, you need to reevaluate who you with. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because that's big for me. I need some. Live people check me if I'm wrong or however y'all feel. But for me, I think it's important for people to have support, regardless, across the board. It's definitely important for me. So if the biggest thing that I have going on, I'm spending a lot of time with it, and my significant other isn't supporting it because they're the closest person to you. They're in your ear. So if they're not supporting, I would just feel some type of way. I definitely would be disappointed because this is big for me. So why are you not supporting what I have going on, especially with my movement, because I think it's positive. Mm-hmm. So I think especially when you're with somebody, we're supposed to be supporting each other to make each other better. You know what I'm saying? So if you have your media thing, then it's important for your significant other to support you. It was important for me to support you.
Right. And like I say, even on another scale, if your movement, your venture, your business benefits the other party or could possibly benefit them, you know what I'm saying, or be impactful, and they're still not supporting, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some cats, they had some businesses going on, what did they do? They started like
Our Texas family don't join us.
they started like candles and other ventures, and
Right.
they didn't necessarily get that support. Like, if it's becoming so negative, they're like, why are you doing this? Like, are you wasting your time and all that? Like, that ain't no love. That's not no support that you need. Like,
so is it hate? Hello.
It can be a number of things. You know
Is
what
it
I'm saying?
jealousy?
Right.
Come on,
Definitely
somebody.
Yeah, it
What is
definitely
it?
could be. Yo, what's up, man? Shout out to the Panama family. We see you, man, making it happen. Let's Be Clear podcast. We see y'all. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so shout outs to the movement Geek Salad, man. We see y'all out there, man. A little plug, man. Y'all check them out on the YouTube. But support is real.
Oh, are
man.
we supporting people? I need to support my girl Aisha.
What she got
Yeah, the
going
best
on?
hairstylist in VA.
Show us some love now. You know what I'm saying? For those who's now joining us, we just saying, support is everything. You know
It
what
is.
I'm saying? Support is everything. You can support and not look for anything in return. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think that's the best support. When I'm
Right.
just supporting
It's
you out of
just
love,
genuine.
I don't feel like I'm going to get anything in return, but I'm supporting you
Right.
because I care about you. I love you, and I care about what you have going on enough because you really care about it,
Right.
and I want you to succeed. So I think that's the best thing. I don't need
it-
you to support me back. I want you to now, but
Right.
I don't need to just do it because I want you to support me.
Right, and it's always a great feeling. It's dope when people are supporting and showing love, and it's not warranted. You didn't ask for them. Like, you just find out somebody did this or shouted you out or did something. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It's not like, yo, go do this, go hit that. Yo, I would appreciate it if you could do this. Could
Right.
you buy this? Like, they just genuinely just show that love, man.
Right.
That shit is real, yo. You gotta respect that.
So my girl Aisha says, I have a business, and if my husband doesn't support me, we have a problem. And that's real.
That is
you
real.
know, this is her thing. This is her craft. This is her talent. She does hair.
Right.
So she needs to be supported. Why would you not support her?
Right.
You know?
And like I said, like, the person that you spending most of the majority of your time with, that you're confiding with.
And I'm sure he'd be plugging her in.
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
know what I'm
Like,
saying?
because shout out to him too. He's a barber.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure he telling
both
people
ways,
like,
right.
oh, where your wife go, where your girl go, because my girl does hair. You know,
Right.
so just because how you gonna be a power couple?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all powerless
You're
without the
right,
support. Talk
right.
about it. You heard me?
hashtag power.
You just said that because you love that show, man. Get out of here, yo.
Ghost.
Shout outs to, is it Kane? Kanan?
No,
I
you
see
don't like
you,
him.
boy. See you, 50. I see you.
But at the end of the day, you need that person who's closest in your ear to support you. I feel like everyone just needs that. You know what I mean? That's just how we are made up. That's how we're built. We need that support system. And I think that a lot of times, I feel like if you feel like you don't need it, maybe it's something that you didn't get as a child. And so maybe you
So
feel
are
like...
we getting to some roots? Are we getting a little
Because
deep
I think,
now?
because
Talk
everything
to
is
him.
a root cause. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Everything
rough.
just happens. So
Deeper than the surface.
right.
What meets the eye.
Exactly. So if I'm saying I don't care if somebody support me,
Right.
it's deeper than that.
Right.
You know what I mean? If nobody in my family supported me and I said I didn't care, well, maybe I never had that support from the beginning.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
That's
that's
why I
why-
don't care.
Right. So then because I don't care is
Right.
in itself deep.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
But if you start getting, and I find it kind of weird, if you start getting support and then you go back to saying that I don't care, like, once you feel a genuine and a real level of support, it's kind of hard to go back to I don't care about no support. We all need and value some support. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, like,
Yeah.
This journey is real, yo. We got to get it. Like, that's our driving force. That's what's going to give us over the hump, keep us moving.
Keep us motivated and make us powerful.
Right.
And I think that even in the dynamics of a couple, I think that's so necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It's so necessary for you to support each other
Right.
in order to be successful. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you're not supporting, I do feel like there's a level of jealousy. And I definitely feel like there's a level of hate.
Right.
And so then you need to question, do I really even need to be with this person?
Right,
Because that's big.
Right.
You know?
Exactly, because if you can't get it to the person you spend a majority of your time with,
Right.
then you can, that whole phrase, I can do bad by myself. Like, I
Amen.
don't really
Preach,
need
preacher.
that person. So I'm seeking the level of somebody who can push me. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know, you make me better. That was my joint right there. So, you know, I need something
Because
like that.
if you do well, then I'm gonna do well, and that's
Right.
just how I look at it. So if I need to push you, then I'm gonna push you because I think the end result is that we'll do well together. You know what I
Right,
mean? I
right.
think, but again, sometimes we're so selfish in what we got going on that that's it. We don't see what other people have going on because it doesn't.
So that brings us to another point. Support will make or break you. You know what I'm saying?
It would.
So let's think about it as take it back to our childhood as youth. There's been things that you were probably involved with, and you didn't just get that level of support from your family. Let's say you were into, you were a ballerina or a pianist, and you didn't get, I said pianist, y'all,
Yeah.
not penis, all right? Some nasty folks out there now. You hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I help him on his dictation. Okay.
And you didn't get that support. You may have been talented, nice, skilled at it, but there was no support. You're gonna quit and leave off that, and
Or you may not reach your height.
right.
Right.
And then what comes through? What some actions that come behind it, like resentment, hurt, pain, you know, all
Right.
those things. You look back, you're regretful.
And you're like, why didn't you come to I
Right.
know people as adults like
Why you didn't
that
come to
feel
my games, right?
yeah. Why you ain't come to my game? I had all these softball games, all these baseball games, basketball
Right.
games, and you never came to one. So I thank God for my family. So my
'Cause-
mom let me do pick and choose every little thing. I wanted to play the what is the little flute thing? I don't know. It's back in the day, and it used to have these little holes in it.
Flute, piccolo, what?
I don't know what those things called. I need somebody from my 80s. But it was a little thing and it had like the little holes in it.
The harmonica joint.
It wasn't a harmonica. It was long. It was like white. And it had these little holes in it. Anyways, I wanted to play it. I sucked at it. But anyways, I played it. But my mom still supported it. My grandfather was like, "You're great."
Right.
But I wasn't great at all.
I'm sure you weren't.
Right, but even as a cheerleader, so even when my mom had to work, my aunt and her kids and uncles, they all came way out. My school was like 45 minutes out.
Right.
Came way out to support me cheerleading. But, I mean, I don't feel like I was the best cheerleader, but they made me feel like I was the best. You know what I mean? Like, I had more people than the basketball players, but that made me confident in, you know what I mean?
And especially at an early age, when you teaching your child, the youth, like that's everything.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? They talking about
Larry said that's the flute thing.
right.
I don't know what it's
Hey,
called.
Larry, get it right, man. She's talking about the little wind thing you blow and I see the emotion too. It's just funny.
But I was trying. You know, it's all about support, and I think that when you can validate a kid like that and have that support system, then you're good to go.
Right.
You know, because it puts a lot of confidence in it. Like I felt like I'm the best cheerleader,
Right. Like
and I wasn't.
even with me, like, you know what I'm saying, I grew up playing ball and stuff, and I got a level of support, you know, at an early age. You know, Pops had me on the courts playing ball a lot, which was cool. But
Ball is life.
ball is life. Ball is life for real. It was definitely back then. But as we got older, things changed. He had to support the family a little more, and he wasn't as active or at all on my games and stuff. And I know it wasn't intentionally, but you like, man, you know, I wish you could have been there a little bit
Right.
more, man.
Or I made this shot. I
Right,
wish you
right.
could
Could
have
have
seen
seen that. Like,
Yeah.
how much more confident or skilled or nice if I had, because these are people you look up to. So I think
Right.
when you raise the bar and you put people on a certain pedestal, you got these high expectations for folks, and they don't quite reach your expectation, then you're like, yeah, you know.
Keisha said it's the clarinet. It's not the clarinet. It's the other little thing. It's the
Did she say claritin?
no clarinet.
Oh, come on, Keisha.
She
Nobody
says
got
the
no
clarinet.
allergies
It's not the
around
clarinet.
here now.
So it's the other little thing. I'm gonna have to look it up and find it. Shannon would know, but
Shannon don't know.
yeah, she played
Shout outs
it.
to Shannon to not watching either.
To not support.
Right. She don't know.
First cousin,
Right. We appreciate you, Shannon.
Larry aunt.
Right. Hey, well, let us know every episode about power now.
Exactly.
You got the power. We here. Ain't
But-
no hate though, right?
But speaking of support, I think that whether your kid is good or bad, you should just support them. I think that support when you're little goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I got a trophy for last place in bowling. I sucked at bowling, but now I'm
still
good.
do.
No, I was gonna say. Clearly, I'm really good because
How?
I beat you twice.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
Was this on a video game?
I'll post it.
Okay. Was this a video game?
A video game. This is in real life.
Like real life?
What? Anyways.
Oh, I think I think my foot was down, my leg. You know.
Yeah.
It was something like that. Yep.
Anyways, I thank God for the bowling lessons that I took. Even though I came in last place, I definitely came in first place as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. No, I hear you now.
Let me see.
What they talking about? Hey, y'all go live now. We need that support now. Making it happen _ENT on the ground. We need y'all tuned in and joined in and comment, man.
Yes.
Let y'all know how we feel. Be C.L.E.A.R podcast.
Everywhere. Twitter.
It's everywhere. I ain't never there.
Gmail, Facebook,
It's gonna be
Instagram.
live on YouTube as well, man. At Be C.L.E.A.R podcast.
Yes.
YouTube.
And so we want to thank everybody who chimed in live, who supported us.
Right.
Thank you for your support. We appreciate it. So we're going to try this a little bit often and try to engage y'all, and y'all can ask questions and all that good stuff.
So here's a question you, I, and the world out there watching and listening, they can ask themselves, who's in your support system, or what is your support system like? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if you really take the time, your personal time to really evaluate and let those words, let that question just sink in.
And marinate.
Let it marinate, let it simmer a little bit, and then evaluate that. Just break it down. Then it will reveal a lot. And I think that'll be that level of clarity we all would be looking for, and we can kind of put things in proper perspective and move accordingly. Because I think some people haven't reached certain growth levels in their life because they haven't really addressed and identified what support looks like.
Right. And
and
feels
how,
like. Yeah.
Right, and how they can get it.
Right. Check your top five people in your life.
Right. How's the saying go? You're the average of the five people you spend most of your time with. So let that simmer and marinate as well.
Right.
It's real.
All right. Until next week, y'all. Thank you. Good night.
Hey, thank you, everybody. We out.
I'm that chick that you should be lucky to get with. No hit and run with it.